There's a situation unfolding in a northwest Grand Rapids neighborhood right now. Our Leanne town is in the area of Alpine and Myrtle, where roads are being blocked off as police say they're executing a search warrant. Our crew has been pushed back from the scenes a couple of times as investigators work with who they're calling a, quote, uncooperative woman. There are lots of police cruisers around, and we are told that one man was taken away in handcuffs. When we get more information, we will pass it along to you. A 90-year-old veteran near Detroit robbed not once but twice in just a few weeks. The man whose name is not being released says the first incident was about 3 weeks ago. Two women showed up at his Southfield home and said they were related to him. They then forced their way inside, and while one distracted the vet, the other ripped him off of several $100s. He was hit again, this time by a man claiming to be a utility worker checking on a gas leak. He was able to outrun the homeowner and grab a lot more cash.
I started back up the stairs. This kid was going all over. I heard him running, and he was, I guess, stealing stuff, roughly $20,000 cash. It's all my savings.
Wow. Southfield police tonight are still on the lookout for that suspect. They want anyone with information to give them a call. And he said the kid he's described as between 40 and 50 years old. So
oh my gosh, isn't that heartbreaking?
Yeah.
Awful.
Well, just as winter finally arrives in West Michigan, so does hope for spring. Memorial arrangements have been set for a West Michigan businessman killed in a large pileup in Muskegon earlier this week. The crash happened Tuesday on northbound US 131. But 30 cars were involved, several people were injured, and local businessman Robert Cutler was killed. The 58-year-old owned Muskegon Brake and Distributing, as well as a number of other companies. Visitation will be held tomorrow evening at the Lee Chapel on South Harvey Street in Norton Shores. His funeral is Saturday at the Prince of Peace Catholic Church. Cutler leaves behind a wife and 3 children. Traffic in Calhoun County was slowed last night after a semi and snowplow collided. Happened around 9:30 on I-69 in Marshall Township. Police say the man in the semi was driving too fast for the conditions and rear-ended the plow truck, causing it to spin out of control. Luckily, nobody was hurt. The semi-driver was given a ticket and the road was completely reopened a few hours later. I said, do we really want to run this? And there was a before picture, but it was number one trender.
Before what?
Well,
we don't make the news.
We don't decide what you people are watching on your computers.
While you're tweeting Justin Bieber.
Tweeting Justin Bieber, Kate Upton.
Butt sniffers.
Really?
I know.
Why are we saying that?
I don't know.
Stop
it's a technical term.
I can't wait
watch the story.
I can't wait to go to fox17online.com.
It makes sense though when you think about the, watch out for those gators. You're driving along the road and so somebody's trying to pull in. Watch out for them. The snakes are the ones that weave in and out.
And the dogs were the
aggressive.
Dogs.
Yeah, the wild dogs and hyenas are
That'd
the people
be
who
me,
are being real aggressive.
Okay.
A little aggressive.
Everybody needs to be more tortoise-like right now with these road conditions.
Absolutely.
It is bad.
It is getting bad out there.
Are not going to do this again when the kids are teenagers and want a car.
What does that story tell you? What it tells me is that, wow, one of those Facebook like this things actually is real and not a hoax. Because normally you see those and they end up being a hoax. Oh, this guy's going to share his Powerball winnings with you. No, he's not.
That is so
Why
cute.
do people fall for that?
Hope.
They help that family.
It is hope.
I blame the snow as well.
It is hope. Yeah, the winter weather alert continues for West Michigan. We've
seen that Mariah says it's not about the outfits and what you look like, it's about the voice.
Yeah.
Could that be directed at anybody with a wildly changing hairstyle, perhaps?
I know. I really like Nicki Minaj, though, as a judge. I think she has a lot of really interesting, insightful things to say.
Has the Charlotte one aired yet?
No, I believe, is that tonight?
Oh, hopefully. See, originally I thought it was Charlotte, and I thought, wow, we could just go over and see it, but it turns out it's Charlotte.
Oh, that's too bad. More news and the weather.
Ann is reportedly a singer who's had some acting training. Can you hear me now? Was it a bad connection for 500 hours?
I know. It's so, the whole thing was so odd. And I watched.
Oh, just let me click. Like,
yes,
what are you doing?
He said he spoke in a falsetto voice. I don't know. The whole thing is so weird. And I watched just bits and parts of that interview.
And then it was he kind of like, I've heard it all before.
Yeah,
and
wasn't that interested and seemed, over it already.
Yeah, I was going to say, can it go away now?
Yeah, hopefully it'll go away.
I don't think it will ever go away until there's a definitive answer.
Yeah.
And I don't know that anybody will ever form a definitive opinion and say, that's what happened. And
it didn't seem like it today either.
Hey, I want to be clear. It was a man, right?
We are told.
Okay.
Rumor has it.
Just wanted to make
I want to touch on one thing we saw earlier in the show. We saw Courtney Perna up to her knees in snow. She's 3 feet tall.
Right, on
This
those,
is
that'd be
true.
like ankle.
It's relative.
It's bad in some places, other places. Everybody's covered, but depending where you are. Like yesterday, we saw Allegan. It was getting
Can't see my grass
dumped out.
anymore.
That's right.
It's a big step for us.
It is. It's a huge day in Rockford, isn't it?